Still lingering, Adiran? Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an errand for me. What about him? I see the Wardens failed to clear out the tower thoroughly. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solus and go against his oath. If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe. And he will stay far away from Solus until he can be trusted again. You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an Adiran crest. Now be gone.
So Petru's alive, but he's on Mihala's bad side. Honestly, dying's probably easier.
Still lingering, Adiran? Good.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve. Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want... She's a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Not an alliance, precisely, but the keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let an Adiran trade caravan slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If in so many words, you're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Steel Garrote who find it, I don't care. My people. Every person who is alive now, and every generation to come. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Usundid mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote, disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. Solace Keep could serve as such a fortress for Adir.
That's exactly the problem with this place. Whole lot of following, not a lot of thinking.
Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than bugs to be crushed. If you think of us at all. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. Yes, and that change would be an excellent one. We would be free of this keep, and able to explore, to breathe again. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is all, and you've shared them all with me. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. Of course, but need she be stopped by you? Now? In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirans can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Joe. Captain.
Anything to report? Excellent. May they have better fortune on their neck. Can't believe I'm saying this, but that's everything. Gods above, Envoy. I don't know what to say. Such gold outside. Here, take this. Many wardens contributed coin. I will make sure you...
hear volcanoes have all sorts of pretty flowers growing around them. I'd love some for my hair.
You should...
Watch yourself.
Who's that?
Stop right. Saka sub-steel Garrod slaughtered them and left them to rot. I say we paid them.
If you insist.
Let's go.
Found you. Let's get them.
Please help me.
It's the envoy. It's the envoy.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Come and get me.
Get off me!
The steel Garrod left all this behind without packing up. He must have left in a hurry.
These are Pargronen books. Just beautiful. And wasted on the Steel Garrod.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You'd need powerful magic to hide something like that. And I don't think Solace has any spare archmages running around.
I suppose it's possible the path to the garden is under the keep. You have no idea.
Someone had to tell them.
Doesn't matter. The steel Garrod getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Nothing will keep them safer than taking out the Steel Garrod.
Whether they realize it or not.
Trespasser. He defiles our ground. Murderer, he is near.
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me?
The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the Living Lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
We see you! Don't be shy, envoy! Come! Let's... So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladins, envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the Living Lands. And mortals have a right to secure their future. What a pair we make, envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or you've seen what they can do in chains. Setting them loose would be a disaster. No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the...
Break the bars!
Right. We definitely all had input on that decision.
Oh, that's a big decision. Can't we just talk to them first?
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim on you than we ever did. Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy so much potential. This battle has raged for millennia. If you will not finish it, then I will. Prepare yourself for the beyond.
Dream throws on our
Sorry.
skeleton lady is down. Go left. More dream throws. Really? I think they're coming from the camps. We did it! That steel garrote Korba died just like anyone else. Right. I don't trust that woman to die like a normal person.
That pulse. The pulse that changed everyone. That was from Sapadal. Have they been the source of the Dream Scourge the whole time? All we can do now is focus on the garden. That's what's important.
Vipers in a knot. The venom drop. Touch the Adra. Feel our voice. Speak. We would speak to you.
I'm back. I can't touch the Adra. There we go.
They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars, they do not hear. We scream, they do not answer.
Calm down, Bennigan's gonna help any of us.
How can we? They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite.
It's alright, you're safe.
They eat us alive. Out! Let us out!
Still, real won't hurt you anymore.
There are always more. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst. The old light. It blinds us. Send it away.
Keep trying, breathe, ground yourself.
It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows.
All this time you knew what's going on, you were lying to me.
Not lying, no. We did not remember. We feared your judgment. We did not want to remember.
What could be so painful that you want to forget your own history?
We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charred queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed.
If I would have cocaine before Akita, it was because of you.
She called us aberration. She named us monster before we even knew what we were. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie.
You offered for the problem that you created. I understand sometimes we must do terrible things to survive.
We only wanted to be loved. We only wanted not to be alone. They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. Help us. We are alone.
I'm with you, Sapidol.
At last, gentleness, like the soft kiss of summer. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot.
I'll keep my
ends.
promises, Sapidol.
We give you another sliver of our power. The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it.
Take your power that I'll never use.
Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It waits.
Able to revive all nearby allies and deals damage over time to nearby Delmigan, dream thralls, and vessels. Temporarily turn out the 3 nearby Kith corpses into allied dream thralls. Itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy 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 butt, itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy 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 butt, itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy 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 butt. Itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy 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 butt, itchy butt, itchy butt. What do you think about it? I want this show with this song. Nikki, I love that song. Itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy 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 butt, itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy 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 butt, Yellow wings, tusks, and squirrelish. Your tushy's hanging off the ottoman, buddy. What the heckins? Not the tushy.
Listen, I don't know what happened.
Invaders in the garden.
I can't ignore it. Seems like something wrong to stop.
Don't disturb them.
Wanna sit in my lap?
Hurry in the brush.
Come and get me.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Well, that was fun.
Itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy, itchy, itchy butt. I cannot fast travel my current location, Bubble Beans. I'm working on it though.
Who goes there?
We've got company.
Itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy, itchy, itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy butt, itchy, itchy, itchy butt. Y'all vibing?
You know, I don't think I've ever seen so many books in one place. But to think that the Steel Garrote was using those same books for their own ends. At least Dolna will answer for her treachery.
Always happy to ruin Blood Wednesday.
Exactly right. No matter. What's done is done. I had just hoped that Pargroon knowledge could help the Pargroonen. Well, that's all I have to say on the matter, I suppose. Unless there's... How can I help? Sweet dreams, Envoy.
This place may not have much going for it, but that view across the Acid Sea is really something at night. I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it.
Right.
Yeah, it's too bad Mihala can't see it. Rawatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land.
The explanation implies a very messy and violent history.
Some would, some wouldn't.
I think I have the wrong
You of all
option.
People would know there's no simple answer to that. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than
Not for
taking
me to
it?
say.
Perhaps there's no one who should make that decision, but someone will have to.
But someone will have to.
Envoy? I've seen Mount Forgia erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved.
Yes, I would all overreacted to Ludwig's presence.
Oh, they overreacted. I see. Just a tiny baby god throwing a tantrum, blowing up the land and killing everyone. Poor thing. They must be terrified. Anyway. Thanks for talking.
Yada.
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack.
Costumes seem more innovative. In his thinking, at least.
If the Steel Garrote is what passes for innovative, then Solace is in deep trouble. It's remarkable, really, what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you.
Wherever I go, I have to prove myself to everyone.
Such is the life of an envoy. The council made their choice. Until next time. Solace has a few old-fashioned... Thank you for letting Petru go free.
Trying to help his people.
Aren't we all? Whether or not... And it's good to know. If I must. Let me think. That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
You can't say that Solace isn't taking things seriously. At least, not now.
I don't like the way that lava is rising.
That's why none people proceeds.
He's not the one I'm worried about.
Sure.
Someone's
Keep
going
us
to
gone.
tell the
I knew it.
outpost.
You know, the moment I saw that the deer, wherever we go, knew it was
My fault.
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit quickly.
Oh, Marius! Praise Abaddon! You are alive!
What's happening? Why is everyone running around like blessed fools?
The volcano erupted. Any minute now, we're going to be flooded. We're evacuating. Kostya's gone to open the lava sluice gates, but they've been disused for so long. When Forja erupted, I thought... Oh, my boy. I'm so glad you're alive. Envoy, well, I'm glad you survived your trip up the mountain. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now.
Can't leave until you come clean about the garden.
I told you everything I know. The only way to the garden fell centuries ago.
Tell that to the Steel Garrote. They found a way to the garden, and it's somewhere beneath the keep. They were about to storm your gates when the volcano erupted.
They're all dead, by the way. You're welcome.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace?
Books about the garden were missing from the living archives. The Steel Garrote had them.
Why didn't you tell me? You should have reported your findings. It makes sense. They must have used the book to triangulate its location. But still, Kostya's scouts would have seen them and they didn't report. You weren't lying then. He was. Good God.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the garden?
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe it. He wouldn't. We took an oath to Nandru. The garden was our sacred duty, and he betrayed us. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya.
They've been trying to make a deal with Adir using this keep as a bartering
I knew
bartering
he
chip.
was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go that far. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the forge fire. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... Oh, this is entirely too much. How could he have done this? I can't believe Kostya handed the Steel Garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. Mayu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drown. Oh, no, I cannot ask you to do that. I love all my wardens, Envoy. Even the traitors. But I will show you where Kostya has gone. If he wants to tell someone where the garden is, let him tell you. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him.
Mihala.
I meant what I said. I do not wish to see him dead. But if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation.
I wish you and your wardens the
Let's
best.
hope we don't need... If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, and Mari, make it back to us in one piece.
I assume that's an order, Commandant?
Head through the door in the smithy. You'll find... Go now.
I have more steel. He's still vibing.
Outsider, what can I do for you? Blessed day. What would you like done? Let's. I've been looking forward to doing this for a long, proper rifling for the barrel, and then
Can't wait to...
here you are.
The heaven strike.
Firearm unlike any other.
Staring all the weapon.
Enamored by its beauty.
It's deal 10% bonus frost damage. Power attacks deal moderate frost like nearby enemies. Did it change?
They went.
I hear you, Bubba Beans.
I know a few mycologists who could die happy.
Magma's getting awfully high. We might want to hurry.
Whoops.
Oh, big mistake!
Still too long, bro.
Glad that's over.
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, dearie.
Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba.
Hmm. To live. There's a wall in the way.
Voices silenced.
We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya.
I'm moving pretty fast, bro. I'll finish this in the next 50 minutes.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Zabilius dead.
You asked for it!
Ease ahead.
Easel heed.
We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy.
This is the aggro we need for our armor.
Dead. Kostya isn't very loyal himself, is he?
Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving.
Odin. Try to go to that, bro.
If Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
I'd come across references to this before, but nothing could have prepared me.
we too.
Light. Essence we have not felt.
My brother, soul of my soul. How did you find me here?
You were too familiar with me, Spirit. How did you end up here?
A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the will to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me.
I didn't stumble upon you.
I have been here for so long. No one came looking. Andrew, you are blessed, my fellow Parkronan said. But I did not come here to meet Sabadal. I am hiding from them. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run.
You're a guy like Sapadal too, aren't you?
That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them. To us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them.
I'm gonna save Sapadal and end the Dream Scourge.
They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the
Where's the way now, Undo? How am I supposed to get there?
You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sabadal releases you to the same long peace.
Thank you.
Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother.
I'm low with him on Sapadu.
You see Wodika. Tell her I said hello.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there for a bit, but not like before.
Another day, another chat with Sumatra. Though this one seemed different.
You want to talk to me now? Well, I don't know if we're going to be seeing a camp or not.
So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him?
Something like this. Peace out, bro.
Kostya's probably already there.
I'm still with my feet are eepy, buddy. I got pins and needles at the wazoo. You missed me.
Ease ahead.
He's a hell. I'm loyal to my tree, God.
Good. You're here. Help me destroy this winch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be
He'll
it.
load when your scheme is over.
I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves.
Hold on, buddy. I switched lights. There you go. They're going to destroy the keep.
Fuck the keep! So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
None lied about your oath. The garden is zero prison for a god. You're just jailers.
Then my conviction only grows stronger on. He built us a tomb. Do not speak his name to me.
What do you have me do, Marius?
He has a point. But it's not...
You, of all people.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala.
Mahala asked me to stop you.
Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Or will you
Let you do this.
Life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you are so close. I always...
Get off this one!
I'm gonna cost you the lava tubes of the Soulless Keep. It'll cost you.
It's done. Solace is safe. Thank the gods.
Did the keep look as confining before? The keep is beautiful, like a gilded cage.
A buddy.
Hi. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
Amalia and her people took up arms and turned to banditry, and they still weren't allowed to leave. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now. You know your own mind.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only...
Yeah, I want to make it
Enough
soon.
talking
Soon.
in circles.
We have like 40
I, for
minutes.
one, could use a long
Rest up.
Right.
I'm starting to suspect that every single truly. Is there no? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their lead. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing perfume, but I think a few words from you...
Meta refuses for the keep.
Why would I be mad at you consigning a people to a lifetime? Well, that doesn't sound like me. I do not envy the part. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaru.
Keep an eye on Vidaro.
Barrett's ball. We're losing... Oh, come on. How can I help, darling?
I must admit, I had my doubt. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why?
The wardens should decide for themselves whether or not to leave.
I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival, wherever you go, you break people out of their habits.
Being the envoy of a
You banish the old
tyrannical
ways
empire has its perks.
and its disadvantages. Someone is always watching, wherever that power comes from. But at least you... Pleasant dreams.
Well, now,
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the... What did he say?
I'm gonna
Any
kill the
advice?
Sabadell.
Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands.
Not long as my soul is tethered to this mat, there's no reason I can't have a better relationship with Sabadell than needed.
See? No one is closer to Sapodal than you are. Which means you alone can judge the god of the living land.
We're better
Of
talking
course,
about
but
this.
what I wish I could... Not before I've done some reading.
Bling home.